Hey everybody, it's Brooke. How's it going? It's a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. It's not too hot. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful day here in East Tennessee. The energy has been a little intense. And I was really guided to sit down and let's just do an energy check-in. Let's see what's going on with divine masculine, divine feminine energies. Let's see where they're at in their headspace, their higher self. Let's see where they are in their heart space. Let's see what's going on underneath the surface. Whatever, you can't see. And then I pulled out some of my old cards. Oh, these cards have been, and there is a Wasper on the box. Super. It's my Indigo Angel cards. All right, so let's see what's going on in the headspace with divine masculine, divine feminine energies. Okay, so divine feminine is really grounding in a lot of light into the earth. I got Pulse of the Mother, Slow Down, Take Time in Nature. Now, what's standing out to me the most, and what I love about this, is she's basically laying down. Okay, it's almost like the woman is water. And here you have the blue skies, and it's coming down into almost like her heart center, right? So the last couple of days, I have been having major higher heart chakra activations. So what has happened is, 222 on my clock, what's happened is, we're going through and we're purging so much with the energy of these 2 full moons in Aquarius. So this is collective energy, right? Aquarius, it's all about what's good for humanity, what's good for our neighborhood, what's good for our living arrangements, right? So we have cleared the energy, or we're in the process of clearing the energy that is keeping people from being able to fully love from their heart space, right? And as we clear that energy out, light codes are coming in and activations are happening. So when I did my video yesterday, when I shared my video the day before, or was it the day before? Either way, it doesn't really matter the day. But what was interesting, what happened, as soon as I posted it, as soon as I shared it, 333 on my clock, okay? I could feel, and I'm getting the same sensation now. It felt as if heat was coming straight through my head and radiating out of my heart center. Okay. I started looking up, and what's interesting is we are going to get the information when it is divine time. Okay. So I shared with another divine feminine in one of my support groups that I created, a sacred space for us to be able to share those wounds, those scars that we have had to heal from. And when those patterns show up again, being able to navigate, is this something that I need to heal? Or is this showing me what I've already healed and showing me that, hey, you can trust you, right? Because sometimes we get so wrapped up in this mirror always being something that we need to fix within. That's why I feel like it can become toxic always saying that what you're feeling and what's going on is something that you need to fix within. Because when we say that, we're not fully accepting who we already are. You know, first we have to accept who we already are in order to see, is this a lesson? Is this something that I need to work on? Is this something that I need to fix? Or is it showing up in a different package to remind me, okay, to remind me who I am? That's the whole point of remembering who you are, right? So this is going to be on the Divine Feminine's side, and I definitely resonate with that because it's something that I've been experiencing a lot of. 555 on my clock. Change is coming. Change is here. Okay? Change is here. So then we get Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. That's funny. That is the whole point of this, is to remember who we are, to remember to love and nurture ourselves, to make our cups whole within for ourselves, okay? Because when we are not making it whole within ourselves, we are staying in a lack vibration, we're staying in a lack mentality, we're self-sabotaging, right? So what's going on underneath the surface with your higher selves that you cannot see is light, body, crystal grid, transmutation, and activation. I mean, if this doesn't confirm what I was just saying. So, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you cannot see. Portals have been open. And what was kind of said to me, what was kind of shown to me in closing these portals. So right now, I am using the energy to work in my favor to be able to clear past karma, clear past contracts, to clear history, to clear timelines. And as I'm going through and I'm clearing that, I'm asking to have any and all vibrations that are not in line with heaven, right? That are not in line with where we are going, to be removed and burned away and transmuted back into love. And stepping into that agreement. Stepping into that agreement of only working with angelic beings. Okay, so what's going on in the heart space? Birds of a feather. And I gotta laugh. And it's a 7 card. So, birds of a feather flock together, right? This reminds me of my bird tribe. Okay? We should be calling in our soul families. We should be calling in our soul tribes. We should be calling in those that we are meant to lead. We should be calling in, and you send the call out through the heart. You use the heart to make the vibration of resonance, right? The birds. You use the vibration of the resonance of love. And what's funny is in the masculine spot, I get the heart. Okay, so the heart to me really stands centered in that heart space. Birds of a feather is 25, which breaks down to a 7. Let it go with, oh, look, I just noticed this. So this divine feminine and divine masculine are already tapping into the resonance, into the signal of, into the signal of their own frequency. 1011. 1011 is significant. That's my twin's birthday. So that's definitely something new that's being born between this divine feminine and divine masculine energy. 1023, things are moving forward. Okay. There is hummingbirds. Do you see them? Hummingbirds holding the red ribbon. Definitely in sync. This divine masculine energy is literally right behind this divine feminine, because the divine feminine has the 25 card, the divine masculine has the 4. So literally on her heels, right? And I say her, you know, we carry masculine, feminine within. Okay, so if you even want to break it down to saying, I have these energies within me, okay, you've almost balanced the masculine and the feminine within, right? And then what's going on underneath the surface? Open to discovery. The key is being unlocked. The door to the portals are being unlocked. The key is going in the keyhole. It's being unlocked into a brand new world. A completely different world is showing up, because this is supporting the energy that's going on between the divine masculine and feminine energies. Look at the keyhole. It's a completely different world. So it's almost like walking through the wormhole. I heard someone mention that those, I think it was MJ on Soulful Revolution, she refers to the blue moons as kind of like wormholes. And I can see that, because, you know, if you're using the 2 moons, the blue moons, to be able to clear anything, to gain the momentum, to be able to step through to the other side, the last little bit of residual is needing to be cleared out. So that's what's happening as you're going through the wormhole. We're going to see the effects of this probably for a little bit. So what's going on underneath the surface that you cannot see? This is what's going on in our subconscious. So with this divine feminine, there are I get transportation, but when I read this card, okay, this is from my past life deck. When I read this card, the train is actually going towards the past, okay? So this divine feminine is traveling through different timelines. These timelines could be connected to Egypt. These timelines could be connected to biblical times. And going through and clearing any low vibrational timelines. Okay, this is what's going on underneath the surface. 1414. While this divine masculine is really focusing on the biblical timeline. There's going to be a biblical connection with this divine feminine, divine masculine energies. It's also tying into the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Maybe, okay, so as we go through and we clear these timelines connected to different past lives, we unlock keys to help navigate through the lost lands, right? So as this divine masculine, divine feminine's going through, really clearing the energy to where high vibrational ancestors. Okay, we've got to be specific when we are clearing to make sure that we're pulling the right energy away and allowing the right energy to stay. So we're clearing the negative, okay? And then we've got to set the intentions that only high vibrational angelic energy can come through to give advice. Okay, that's going to be very important as this divine masculine and divine feminine's going through clearing timelines, clearing energies connected to these moons, traveling to lost lands. I mean, this makes perfect sense that this is what they're clearing, because in the divine masculine spot, it is soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So these energies of these past lives that could have been together are coming up at this moment to be cleared. Clear it with love, clear it with grace and harmony, and ask for support as you're clearing it. So let's get some advice from my indigo angel cards for this divine masculine, divine feminine. What advice can we give them at this time? One more, please. Had these cards since 2011. First deck I ever got. Self-care. That one's been pretty loud. Okay, so the advice that I get for divine feminine energy is apologize. Okay, what stands out to me the most, and this divine feminine actually could be masculine, like it could be a female embodying masculine energy, and the divine masculine could be a man embodying a feminine energy. Okay, so keep that in mind, because we have both of those energies in us, because this is advice for divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And what I love is the progression in the chakras. Okay, so we go red, root, yellow, sacral. I always get sacral, solar plexus mixed up. Maybe solar plexus. Okay, this divine feminine energy, the man is down, looking in the direction of the masculine. So what it says is apologize. What's going on underneath the surface is self-care. Now, this may be an apology that needs to happen in the 3D, okay? This could be an apology that you actually owe yourself as you're going through and doing the healing journey. Sometimes the apology is to you for not listening to your own guidance, because that is also self-care, okay? With this divine masculine energy, I get expression. I really feel like this divine masculine needs to be expressing what he needs, okay, when it comes to self-care. One of the messages that's been very loud and clear over the last couple of days that they've really tried to encourage me to get on here and say to you guys is we really do have to move from that what is this doing to me mentality into what is this teaching me mentality. If we are always looking at the shadow, we are going to continue to get more shadow. If we choose to see the light in the shadow, it makes the journey, 20:02 on my clock, it makes the journey a little easier. Okay, we don't have to make it this hard. Right? So, you know, this goes back to a conversation that I had with another divine feminine about Saturn energy is hard energy, right? The lesson, 20:22 on my clock. The lesson is reprogramming our brains, okay, to flow with the masculine and the feminine within that creates harmony and balance. So if we are always telling ourselves that it has to be hard, we will continue to see that it's hard. If we are always telling ourselves that this always happens, it's going to continue always happening. A law of attraction, right? And we have to imply that in our healing journey too. So, allow what needs to come up, come up. Observe, but don't absorb, and allow it to flow out. Okay? As you allow it to flow out, that's where the rewiring of the brain starts taking place. That's where you start taking the steps to process what's happening, see your response to the same situation in the past, changing your response, masculine energy. Your response is your masculine energy, okay? What you feel with what's being shown to you, that's your feminine, okay? So, action, changing your response, is how you rewire and change the narrative, okay? I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.